Hello everyone. In this session, we will focus on defining load patterns, combination, and assigning loads. After building the model, we need to add loads before analysis. There are several load types and load sources. Here, we will concentrate on permanent and live loads. Here, I am using the model from the previous session. First, we have to define load patterns. As you can see, dead loads and live loads patterns are already created by default. Here, for dead load, self-weight multiplier is 1. It's automatically set to 1 to include member self-weight. We usually don't add other loads to the dead load pattern for simplicity. For additional permanent loads like finishes, ceilings and services, here I will create a super dead load pattern. Here we specify the load pattern name, select the type and add new load. Also we can modify load. Then click OK. Let's define load combination. Load combinations determine the total load on a building. Codes use partial factors on load to obtain safe values. Here, some of the loads are calculated in combination after analysis. We can even define the combinations after analysis. For instance, Eurocode use 1.35 for permanent and 1.5 for live loads. Here, I will define a load combination, naming it combination 2, adding 1.35 safety factor on dead load, 1.35 safety factor on super dead load, and 1.5 safety factor on live load. And also, we can add default design combinations for design code we have selected. Here, I will add another combination for serviceability limit state. We can even add copy of combination and change the name and scale factors. When we apply lateral loads and other loads like wind and earthquake, we have to apply different factors. We often need multiple combinations for optimal and safe analysis, especially for complex buildings. We can define an envelope of combination for analysis and design result. Here, we can add new combination and select the combination type to envelope and add combinations. Then the maximum and minimum values from the combinations will appear. Please keep in mind that you have to click OK after doing any modification to save them. Next, we will assign loads. This software has options to add joint, frame, shell, and tendon loads, as this is specially designed for buildings. We will focus on uniform shell loads for permanent and live loads and uniform frame loads for wall loads here in this model. Here I will use this load as super dead load of 2.0 kilopascal, live load 2.5 kilonewton per square meter, and wall load 12 kilonewton per meter. Let's add super dead loads. We have to go to assign and shell loads. There are some options: uniform load sets, uniform, non-uniform, and temperature. Here we can use uniform load. Then this window will appear. First we have to select the load pattern name. First I will add super dead load. Uniform load is 2 and the direction we have to select. Here we are only adding gravity load, so we can use gravity. And there are 3 options like add to existing loads, replace existing loads, delete existing load. When adding loads, you have to consider this. Now you have to apply loads. So what happened? First we have to select the objects before applying loads. To select load, to select objects, we have several options. We can click on slabs and apply loads. Here I have selected shells in this flow and apply load. As you can see, 2 kilonewton per square meter super dead load is applied. Then we have to add live loads. When adding live loads for the same region, we don't need to select it again. We can use get previous selection option. Also, we can use select all if we are adding loads for all the building shells. Here I will select previous selection, and as you can see, story 4 shells are selected. I will add 2.5 kilo square meter. Now, if you need to change the loads, you can select it again and add as replace existing loads. Here I will use 3 kilonewton per square meter load. However, if you use add to existing load and add another 2.5, it will 5.5. So I use replace existing load and add the 2.5 load again. Now it's okay. Here, now I will discuss some options to select objects. Here, in select menu, we have several options. We can use pointer and select as usual, and we can draw polygon and select or intersecting line like that. Here, you can draw a polygon and all the objects within the polygon will be selected when you click enter. And also you can select using intersecting line. When you draw the line, all the intersected objects are selected. And also you can select by object type or properties. Here for object types, there are many object types like joints, column, beams, braces, floors. You select floors. As you can see, all the floors are selected. To deselect it, you can press ESC. And again, you can use property options and select whichever property you have defined and select one type of object from the old object. Let's discuss another method to assign loads for shells. Here there is option like named uniform load sets. When you open that, there will be uniform load sets. Here I can modify and then you can add new load set or you can modify load set. Here you can add few load patterns in a one step by selecting this option. Here you can select the load pattern and give the load you need to apply. Then you can select whatever object you need to add the loads and apply. Here I will add set one load here. Now this slab also have the loads which we have added to the upper floor. If you need to delete the load, you can select none and apply. When you need to delete loads for shells, you also can go to assign uniform loads and select these shells and delete existing load for live and super dead load. Also, you have to select previous selection and delete the existing load. Now I'm gonna add loads for all the slabs. Here I select properties, slab sections and slab 1 to 5 where I draw all the slab panels. Now I'm gonna add super dead load of 2 and live loads of 2.5. Okay. Now we have added all the slab loads. Then we have to add wall loads. I consider here all the wall beams have walls on them. So I select all the beams sections and for beam I use 250 and 225. Here I select all the beams and then I assign frame loads distributed. Here also you have to use a load pattern. So first I will define a load pattern named wall loads. Then I assign frame loads distributed load for wall load pattern. Here we can add uniform load or any trapezoidal load. Here I use 12 kilonewton per uniform load. Loads are applied on all the beams. Here you can see the load. I will give you a brief on trapezoidal load. If I use this one and add to 10 kilonewton per meter on middle part and use 0 loads for distance 0 and 1. Here the member is divided into 4 parts, right? Here I will replace exiting load by this trapezoidal load. Now you can see what happened. And also you can use absolute distance from end first 10 if you know the absolute 10. Here I will undo it and use this load. Now we have discussed how to add loads and define loads and load combination and how to select objects. In the next session, we will discuss about analyze the model and view results. Thank you.